Thank you, Marc Leboeuf, for taking the initiative for this afternoon. And first of all, I hope that do you hear me? Yes? I hope that it will be easier to reinvent peace than it is to have the translation working here in this session.
C'était très ambitieux, je le reconnais.
I'm honored to be in this distinguished panel.
Je suis très honoré d'être dans ce panel de personnes.
I have to share with you that I have been following and also personally involved in the peace process since long before Oslo.
Depuis très longtemps.
I was involved in many ways in negotiations, both in Norway, in Camp David, the roadmap, and later on have followed closely Annapolis and other initiatives which have been. We must admit that the political process has miserably failed, and we must admit that our peoples have paid the price. Of course, mostly this is true, but not only for the Palestinian people who have not reached a situation of freedom and justice, and it is also true for my people, for the Jewish people.
Please, for the interpretation, you need to go slowly and make some pause.
Okay.
3 sentences and then a pause, because they need some time. Sorry about that.
Okay, I understood. I understand.
Okay, go on.
It is also true that for the Jewish people, for the State of Israel, for the Zionist project, which I very much believe in, I don't believe that it can be fulfilled without there being a just solution for the two peoples living here. And therefore, without peace, we have not reached the goal for which we have established the State of Israel. The basis for the establishment of the State of Israel was the letter which Ben-Gurion sent in 1947 to the United Nations, where he suggested that 2 states should be created here between the Jordan River and the Mediterranean. And I think that this basis still stands as the basis for our situation. Now, what is the main problem today? I believe that the main problem is that people cease to believe that peace is possible. While in 1993, many were against the solution, but they thought it would happen. Today, I believe that people would be for a solution, but they have lost the belief, the confidence that a solution can happen. They believe that we are deemed or doomed to eternal conflict and new rounds of bloodshed and more bloodshed. And this is something which I think we should not be able to live with. From the outset, the politicians, the policymakers, were sure that religion and existential matters were unsolvable, that they therefore should keep away, far away, both sides, at the time when they were serious in trying to make peace. They should keep away all kinds of religious elements, leaders, identities from any possibility of being inside the tent of peace. There were several reasons for this. I'll mention just three, very short. One was the fear that a political national struggle would turn into a religious
Please, you should
war.
interrupt for a minute so we can have a
Okay.
piece of translation. So I cannot translate everything you said because it was. Je ne pourrais pas traduire tout ce que vous avez dit jusqu'à présent parce que c'était trop long. Mais en gros, vous avez donc dit qu'il s'agit de deux peuples différents sur une terre et que il faudrait revenir même à ce que Ben Gourion avait dit à son époque. Et maintenant, je voudrais que vous faisiez des interruptions toutes les 4 ou 5 phrases pour que je puisse traduire au fur et à mesure. So please, if you could speak and stop every 3-4 sentences so I could translate every time.
Okay.
So, sorry about
The second, peace is presented as a secular project, and therefore, if the aim is secularization of the Israeli and the Palestinian state, then obviously, in that context, then the religious traditional parts, which are the vast majority of the two societies, were put into an impossible dilemma of having to choose between their identity, their belonging, and peace.
Ok. Donc, si on veut faire une paix d'une façon séculaire, c'est-à-dire qu'on va déposséder une religion comme l'autre de tout ce qu'il y a de religieux, et je ne crois pas qu'on pourra arriver à faire une paix de cette façon. Ok, go ahead.
Okay. And the third thing was that they believed that these issues are too difficult. We will cut a fast peace, political peace, again, when they were sincere at that time. We will cut a deal, and then later maybe we will deal with existential, philosophical, religious issues like the Truth Commission in South Africa, without understanding that also in South Africa, there was a big process which led to the possibility then of finishing apartheid, which was a process, also a religious process, which legitimized the possibility of Mandela and de Klerk making peace in South Africa.
Ok, oui. So, donc, on a voulu au début faire une paix rapidement et simple entre elles et que les choses avanceraient. Mais même en Afrique du Sud, à propos de l'apartheid et de la fin de cet État, cela a été extrêmement long et pénible. Et donc, on ne peut pas dire qu'on peut faire une paix très rapidement et très simplement, et qu'après, on s'occupera de tous les détails et de toutes les particularités. Okay, you can go ahead.
Okay. I believe, and this is why we created the Religious Coalition for Peace, that we need to extend the tent of peace and include all the traditional religious, including those considered very radical elements inside the tent of peace. And the good news I can share with you now is that this is possible.
Yeah, just a minute. Donc, c'est bien pour ça que j'ai créé la coalition religieuse pour la paix, pour que nous soyons tous dans comme une tente, pour pouvoir organiser cette paix d'une façon satisfaisante. Yes? Go ahead.
Okay. I think that religion should not be seen as the obstacle for peace, but all religious leaders, the senior, the younger, men and women, we should be in the front of peacemaking.
Donc, je ne crois pas que la religion devrait être un obstacle pour faire la paix. Au contraire, nous tous, religieux de tous bords, nous pouvons nous allier pour faire avancer ce processus de paix.
We need to explain to, we need inside the Jewish camp to explain, I believe with my full heart that it is the will of God that we are back in our own homeland. But I do not believe that it is a mistake of God that there is also another people living here and we're not doomed to live together, but we are fortunate to live together. This is fulfilling God's will.
Just a minute, yeah. Donc, je crois qu'on doit bien réaliser que dans le camp juif, nous pensons que c'est la volonté de Dieu qui nous a fait revenir sur cette terre, mais non pas que c'est une calamité qu'il y ait d'autres habitants sur cette terre, mais que c'est une grande fortune que nous avons d'avoir l'occasion de nous entendre avec les gens qui sont déjà habitants de cette terre. All right?
When I stand on my balcony here in Jerusalem, a Friday night, and I hear the Jewish services starting for the beginning of the Shabbat, and at the same time, I hear from the voices from Al-Aqsa and all over, I hear Allahu Akbar. I am rejoicing that this is the source of God's name being greater in the world. Why is this not of rejoicing instead of a source of saying this is bad?
Okay. Donc tous les vendredis soirs, quand j'entends le début des prières juives et en même temps le son du muezzin dans les mosquées, je me dis vraiment, voilà le signe que Dieu est avec nous sur cette terre. Pourquoi ne pouvons pas tous nous réjouir ensemble du fait d'être ici sur la terre de Palestine et de célébrer nos cultes les uns comme les autres en même temps.
So, sorry, I have to interrupt you, and we will have the floor later. Because we have
yes, I will just wrap up. Let me just wrap up with 2 sentences, please.
Okay.
What we need to do is to understand that the theories which we're talking about and which are said in nice conferences have to be translated on the ground. People will not believe in us if they don't see it translated in to make happiness and freedom in their lives. And therefore, I want to just share with you this last sentence. The good news is that we now have hundreds, even thousands of leaders who have already now saved thousands of lives over the last couple of years because of the trust which is being built between the leadership. It is possible not just to teach, to learn, to pray, to mediate, but it is possible to make peace. And the goal of making peace is to mend the world in the with the kingdom of God, not to exclude anybody who is not religious, but to open the tent for everybody to be active in peacemaking. Thank you. Merci beaucoup.
Un mot de conclusion. Un mot de conclusion, je crois que nous devons nous réjouir de voir que grâce à tous nos dirigeants de tous les bords, nous avons évité la mort de milliers de personnes et que selon la volonté divine, nous pourrons arriver à un état de joie puisque c'est ça qu'il faut faire comprendre aux différents peuples. Il ne s'agit pas de théories que nous devons mettre en place, nous devons leur faire comprendre qu'il s'agit de vivre dans la joie et dans la paix.
Thank you very much for this beautiful conclusion.